In 3, 2, 1. Hey folks, it's Saturday and it's Slayers time. Hooray!
Yay!
Woo. Last time on Slayers, our group of adventurers traveled through the desert.
He almost said heroes.
Zarkov's a hero in his own mind.
Traveled through the desert to find the ruins in which would be located the Sword of the North. So they traveled through the southern desert because things make sense that way.
Yes. Engram is the hero of Oases.
Yeah, well, okay. Anyways, they stumbled across an oasis, met some desert nomads, ticked them off a bit, but managed to avoid a fight.
Got clean.
Ow. Traveled further south, encountered a bunch of gigantic antlions, and eventually found the temple, or at least what they are fairly certain is the temple, because it matches up with their map.
Oh.
And now we were just about to go downstairs to investigate, I believe.
Yes, they had managed to open a secret passage downstairs after some minor tribulations with a weird summoning circle and, magic and possibly involving the Dark Lord Shabernigdo and stuff. But
It's not important.
nothing important there.
You all know that at home, kids.
Everything will be fine.
I didn't do anything.
True.
Neither did I.
You were going to be the sacrifice. You were like, I bet I can stand on this.
But at any rate, you did in fact get the door open, and in fact the entire group is able to head downstairs, down to the depths of the ruins. Dun dun dun.
Boom, boom, boom.
At any rate, so as you travel down the staircase, it goes down a fair ways and eventually sort of doubles back on self. I need from everybody, actually, at this point, a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Spot, actually. Spot.
We're still on the title screen for now?
That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Spot.
I was very good at it. Wow.
Yes, you were. Also, Mecca, I take it you're seeing that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And actually, before I forget, I should switch scenes here. Hang on.
Maddie, I'm actually doing some modifications to my my token, so I actually can add temporary modifiers to all of them, which
Cool. Go for it.
that takes just some copying and pasting.
Yep.
What map are we going to?
No map right now.
Okay. I'm surprised no one has commented about the little marker I put down there a half hour ago.
The I'm an artist one.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the map until just now. So, at any rate, Leonard and Zarkov rolled high enough. Maybe.
It's as high as I can go.
I know. Well. All right. What is your marching order, by the way?
I'll probably second, if possible.
Zarkov's up front.
Okay, Zarkov's
why
up front.
would he
That is a good answer.
I'm in the back because I'm a mage.
All right. Zarkov,
be? Yes.
make a reflex save at plus, but you get a bonus.
Okay.
You get a +2 bonus.
Oh, damn. All right. So 23.
23. Oh, you succeed. All right. You were able to spot just in time that the stair you're about to step onto is very definitively. It looks like it actually. You notice that, like, along the sides of the stair, like it's got like scrapes such that, like, if you step in, it would slide down, probably trigger something.
That didn't mean to click that. Oh, it's like
That stair is lying.
I
see you didn't want to get hit by that trap. I know all your game.
I know your game, Zarkov. It's almost like I'm your friend. Wait, I am your friend.
Damn.
This is getting weird.
So I'll jump down to the next stair. I'll pick up Jackson and put him down. Watch out. That stair is probably a trap.
Thanks. I should probably be searching for these things then.
You can do that?
I've done it in the past. Did you notice? Oh wait, no, you didn't. Because you set up the traps before I could tell you to not set them off.
That's how you find traps, isn't it?
Let me show you how. And then Jaxie sets off to investigate further carefully. See if any of the other steps ahead of us are trapped.
None of them appear to be.
It looks pretty clear so far. At least should be clear the rest of the way down from what I can tell.
Anyways, the stairs eventually come down to a large room with a big door.
Of course.
Is there any sort of markings or...
There are, in fact, there are gigantic runes on the door, written in Draconic.
Okay.
These
do you want to
squiggly
decipher?
lines.
I take it you'll want a decipher script from me?
That would be good, yes.
Alright, let's see your decipher scripts.
I'll attempt to... Actually, wait, I don't even have ranks in Decipher Script.
Yeah.
28.
That's actually plenty good enough to read it, because it is not... It's not like it's an ancient Draconic or in a code or anything weird like that. It's just Draconic.
Alrighty. Eat at Joe's.
All right, no, it does not say that.
It says, yo mama.
All who pass beyond this point must succeed in the 3 trials of the Vault of the Gods in order to find that which they seek. Failing any of these trials it has the usual palumber, don't fail them, bad things will happen, etc. I don't have the exact wording on it that I wanted, but
Are they multiple choice?
Sounds easy
No,
enough.
wait, trials.
it does warn you that once you step beyond this barrier, you cannot go back until you've completed the trials.
Alright.
Well, let's go. I open the door and go through.
Well...
The first trial was check for traps.
I take it that Ellis has told the rest of the party that.
She's identified as Engrim at this point.
Okay,
And,
Engrim.
yes, I was reading it aloud.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'm getting really sick of all these magical temples and stuff.
Well, would you prefer a mundane temple?
No. I prefer to be out in
Then
the
don't
open.
complain about the magical temples.
Oh, this is better than the desert.
But there are more than 2 options, aren't there?
Magical temple, non-magical temple, not really.
Technically speaking, this
Do
is
we have to
temple.
go in the temple? I would
We'd
rather
rather
not
not
go
go
there.
there.
Dungeon. That was
The
under.
point is, I don't want to be in the temple.
Look.
Well, it's either in here with us or out there with the camel.
Okay,
And-
let's go.
I just imagine it cuts to the camel just glaring at the camera.
Just like chewing on its own cud.
All right. So the door is open. You pass through the threshold, and when you look back, the door is closed again.
Of course it is.
On the back of it in Draconic, it reads, "There's a sucker born every minute."
Reads. I wonder if they actually believe all that shit on the front.
All right. So ahead of you is a passageway which seems to go forward. I take it you walk down the passageway.
Let's do that.
Walking down, and I'm kind of paranoid, investigating as we move.
Then you should give me another search check.
All right.
You find no traps.
This could just like, I wonder if what would happen if I rolled a 20 instead.
It turns out it was a DC 38 trap. Sorry.
The Indiana Jones hat is on. He basically has the Indiana Jones hat on, but he also has a giant magnifying glass that he's just wielding as he's investigating.
It's this weird combination of a deer stalker and a fedora.
All right. So you eventually come to another sort of a portal, which is seems like it's sort of covered by some sort of swirling energy. And above the portal is Draconic text, which before your eyes morphs into the common script.
Oh, that's convenient. Jaxie, what's that say?
Within this chamber lies the first test. One of you must defeat the champion of this chamber in a battle of its choosing in order to continue.
Oh, great! It's one of these things. Now,
Mecca,
before
I
you
have a
move,
feeling I know where this is going.
Zarkov, I have a bad feeling about this.
We don't necessarily know it's a physical challenge.
Yes, that's exactly the point.
So
My
we're not
prediction.
on Double Dare.
Actually, no. I'll keep my prediction to myself.
And it's like, okay, there's a number of things this challenge could be, and knowing and seeing how the first floor has gone, chances are it's going to be something that's going to be, well, let's say, a trick of sorts.
It could just be a
Involved punching it
gigantic
to
monster
submission.
that we should send Zarkov against too, though.
Yeah, that's a problem,
yeah.
and that's what makes this kind of tough. So the question is, and reading it doesn't imply that only one person can go through the door. Can we all go through?
No, you all can pass through.
All right, so let's
right.
just all be prepared to be flexible with the options.
Yeah, let's just go
Step
forward.
through.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, you all step through. You step into a large room. In the room, there is a raised dais at the back, off to the side of which is a large pair of big metal doors, which are currently closed. On the dais, you see seated several figures in the back. It's hard to make it out to them not too well right now.
Uh-oh.
I'll get to that. Basically, there's a big table with several people sitting behind it, with one figure sort of standing in front of that. Off to one side, you see a row of three figures standing on sort of a raised platform off to the right. Down in front of them, down in front of the dais in the back, there's a large pedestal which seems to be covered with something. And there are two large curved tables near you guys.
Your prediction? Yes. But
Are we gonna play Family Feud?
What?
That'd be great.
And a voice issues from the guy standing on the sort of steps below the dais and back, which says, "Your chosen champion must choose one of our three. One of the three." He gestures over to the three figures on the right. On the right, one of our three champions off to the off. He's just one of our three champions, and you will proceed. You will compete in a battle of cooking.
Called it.
And lights come up, and you see three, iron golems on the platform off the side.
it's like,
I was waiting for you to get to this one.
All of them have chef's knives.
it cuts it cuts to Jaxie. He already is in uniform.
Everyone looks at Jaxie.
What the fuck kind of temple is this?
A temple with good taste.
Oh, I was waiting for this.
Jaxie sort of glances around for a moment, sort of thinks to himself, this can't be real. And then he just sort of like,
Leonard sits down.
and then Jaxie sort of stands forward and sort of raises his hand and says, I will take on this challenge. May I request what each of these champions specializes in?
Indeed, we have the Iron Chef Serun. He lists off two others. I gotta think of.
Right. Yeah, but
Atlas and Cyrac.
Yeah, Atlas and Cyrag. Yeah, the Iron Chef Serun, Atlas, and Cyrag.
Jaxie will point to the Iron Chef of Seirun.
We'll have my Skype explode.
Of course.
Jaxie will point to the Iron Chef of Seirun and sort of declare, I challenge you in the art of the in the art of cooking.
Indeed. The Iron Chef's the Iron Golem chef Serun steps down with loud clanking noises, and advances to the dais with the cover on top of it. Advanced contestant.
Jaxie advances up to probably wherever there's a raised platform and a spotlight on him.
There is.
Of course.
The rules are very simple. You will prepare at least 4 dishes using the secret ingredient underneath this cover. You may not use magic. It is your cooking skill alone which you will use.
This cannot be happening.
Can I cheer?
You may make use of, he gestures off to the side, any of the ingredients you find in our selection over there. And lights come up on a big rack of various ingredients and such.
Jaxie's eyes
now
widen
eating.
a bit.
They might not approve of that.
Everyone's going to grab Zarkov by the ear and pull him back away.
Very well. What is this secret ingredient?
And our secret ingredient today is... He gestures, the cover rises up on its own. And you see several... and it's, Desert Cured Lizard! You have 1 hour to prepare your dishes. Honest cuisine.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
With that,
well,
the form stock, the guy who's the forms of stock, he walks back up to the other 3 forms at their table and sits down at the head of the table with them, next to them.
Jaxie does the standard.
The golem proceeds to grab several hunks of desert cured lizard and stomps back over to his station.
How tall is the golem in relation to me?
The golem's about 9 feet tall.
Okay, so you see Jaxie running up, holding a giant bowl above his head and dragging in as much as he can before he goes back to his station and starts working on the dish. Okay, first things first. So this ingredient, what do I know about it offhand?
You've never heard of this.
What can I determine? Not religion. Oh, that's a mistake. It said religion, but it's
This
actually my cooking
divine delicacy brought
it's
down
actually
to you
it's
by
actually
the gods of the desert.
it's actually my cooking check. But what can I infer from it? From some basic smell,
Fair enough.
taste, and
It
otherwise?
is all right. So you're able to do a quick little sampling of it. It is basically cured and dried. It is obviously from some very large lizard.
Got it. Okay.
It is not particularly tasty, and you probably have to reconstitute it in some way, shape, or form.
Got it. Well, Jaxie then will apply the same sort of cooking check towards making a menu containing a soup, basically a tongue drop soup of sorts, an appetizer of rolls constructed with it, an entree using it as a main, and then lastly, a dessert. Yeah. Lastly, a dessert using it as either a secondary element for I'm assuming it's kind of a salty and slightly, not necessarily bitter, but
Savory.
it's basically a mixture of salty and savory, kind of, with
Okay.
a little bit of a pungentness to it. So
Sure.
we'll go with that. Probably something with figs, because why not?
All right.
Hunter
So do you-
slumps against the wall and goes to sleep.
So that's what Jackson kind of determines in about a minute.
sure. All right. So you head over to the pantry area.
The whole time Zarkov's in the background with pom-poms doing cheers.
Jaxie-san is analyzing the ingredients. He seems to be quite unfamiliar with it.
The Iron Golem is a
Another golem comes up to you with a microphone.
actually, yes. Jaxie-san,
Jaxie
what do you think of today's secret ingredient?
it's a little pungent and dry, but it should be relatively easy to work with once I get it in a few different settings.
Are they recording this? How do
Maybe.
they distribute it? We're in an ancient temple.
I'll make sure to cook something that marries the spirit of the region, but also exemplifies the techniques of the Seirun cooking method.
And Ingram's going to take one of the cameras and start pointing it at Leonard.
Get that away
Zarkov
from-
grabs the microphone. You're going down, Sarun!
How patriotic.
Your cooking skills are nothing compared to my boy here. He's gonna crush you. You ain't tasted nothing like he's gonna make you taste.
Because it'll be you tasting the sweet, sweet taste of defeat. Oh, yeah. Is that fair?
I'm going to say that I'm going to be using the family knife, but I'm not going to enable the magic on it because that's strictly forbidden by the rules.
Yep. All right, so when you get over to the pantry, some of the ingredients have gone missing due to Zarkov.
I was hungry.
Jax is just rubbing his forehead. It's like, I needed that.
The answer to
Needed
the
that.
distribution, VHS.
I needed that too. Oh.
All right, so the ingredients that you have available to you, a lot of them are in good shape.
Huh?
It's very clear there's been something here that's there's magic in here that preserves the ingredients.
Right.
However,
Really? Preserves the
Huh.
ingredients. I can get them back for you. Just give me a minute.
it's a bit late for that.
Okay.
Excuse me. However, as you're looking through it, there are a few things that you would normally use that are very clearly missing.
Okay.
So you're going to have some circumstantial penalties, is all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. There's still like a source of water of sorts, right?
Absolutely.
So what he'll do is probably draw some water, heat it, put some of the tongue in there to try to reduce it into some sort of broth and sauce for other purposes as while he's working other things. In addition, is there enough to do rolls, like sushi rolls with? Essentially, that will be one of the things he'll be prepping along with the rice. For the main dish, what does he have in terms of vegetables and fruits? Just basically various root vegetables and dried fruits.
Mostly, yes.
Okay.
There are, there are some root vegetables, dried fruits, some cactus fruit also.
Right. What he'll probably do is reserve some of them to add a sweet and tart element to the soup, and reserve the rest of the fruit items to make some sort of. Is there a way for me to get ice down here?
No.
Okay, so he's gonna have to do some sort of fruit-based dessert.
Unless Ingram's powers don't count as magic.
They count as magic, probably.
Does breathing on it count as magic?
That's actually a good question. Does Dragon's Breath count as magic?
You'll have to ask somebody.
Jaxie will wave a hand while he's looking over the ingredients and try to ask.
The reporter golem wanders back. Yes, Jaxie-san.
I'm going to not use magic during this. However, does the breath of a dragon count as magic?
The golem pauses, looks back up. Chairman-san! You see the chairman golem steeple its fingers.
It doesn't get blocked by spell resistance.
I will allow it.
All right. Jaxie's gonna look over to Angrim and call for her to come over
And we'll saunter over.
for the dessert. I'm gonna do a regional dessert, but I'm gonna need ice for that.
Oh, that's easy.
Yes.
What do you want me to freeze?
We'll reserve some water and set it aside for you to freeze, but I won't do it yet because I don't want it to make it too early because it'll melt down before service. So I'll be with you in about 30 or so.
Alrighty.
right.
Yes, and there's also a giant. By the way, there is a gigantic hourglass which is
Right.
counting down the time.
Okay, so he is going to. So for the dessert, he's probably going to do a. He's going to do a. Let's see here. He's probably going to do a Saroon style fruit pie topped with a regional ice fruit topping with a hopefully a reduction a sauce reduction based from the tongue will work well enough, much like a balsamic reduction will work with ice cream. That is the idea he's going with. He's
Okay.
so
You watch many more cooking shows than I do. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
hopefully the idea I'm coming with is at least somewhat cogent here.
I get it.
Okay, so with that plan kind of in line, then the cooking begins, which
Yep. So I will need a cooking check for each dish you're making.
okay. What penalties do I get for? Do I get any particular penalties for these or no?
All right. So you're doing a soup for the first dish.
Yes.
What is your second dish?
The second dish is essentially a type of sushi roll appetizer.
Okay. That's fine. And your third, your main course is
Main course is going to be what he's probably going to do is a braised version of the tongue served with root vegetables. The sauce reduced from it. This will reduce the toughness of the tongue and allow its flavor to be part of the sauce that's served under.
all right. All right. So you will have a minus. It'll range. The penalties will range depending on the dish. So your soup will have only a -2.
All right.
So you should roll that now.
Okay.
26. All right. Your second dish was the sushi, the sushi roll
Rolls.
type thing.
Yeah.
That's another -2. You're not missing too much from that.
Okay.
32. All right. The main course is a -5.
Okay. 32.
Okay. And the dessert is a whopping -8 because
That's a bit.
Oh, geez. Can I hero point that one?
if you want to, go ahead.
So that
26.
becomes a 26.
All right.
Ingrid
So
will-
26, 32, 32, 26.
Ingrid will apply her breath as needed.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
Insert Amir Frost.
essentially the drift is based on both the ingredients being off and also the difficulty of making such a concept work in practice.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I understand that.
This is the strangest thing that I've been a part of.
now the best part is that during cuts back to Jaxie, his outfit changes based on the style of cooking he's doing.
Blair looks
His
to the side
outfit,
after
his
after
outfit
eating.
starts Arabic, then it turns Asian, then Arabic again, and then suddenly it turns into like French.
All right. You and the golem, the iron golem chef, present your dishes to the panel.
Mhm.
I forgot to jot down what the iron chef's dishes
Recipes.
were going to be.
Yeah.
I completely forgot to do that. That was my bad. I do have his rolls though. These are contested. But yeah,
Oh,
while
geez.
Jaxie's doing this, the golem chef is a blur.
Almost like he was built for this very purpose.
Yes, quite literally. All right, so. Oh, give me one more cooking check with no penalties, Jaxie, for just general presentation.
26.
Okay. All right. The judges all quote taste your dishes. It's a little weird since you're serving golems, as near as you can tell,
Yep.
but they do consume them. I can't do the impersonations of the Iron Chef judges, unfortunately.
Those
Outside of the Rose Sunjin Scholar, but
Yeah.
well,
You can do that one at least for one of my dishes. I'd like to hear
Yes.
it.
the fruit pie with iced dessert is very interesting. It's a creative use of this thing, but I'm not entirely sure how well the interplay of the sauce that was made using the secret ingredient plays off of the fruits. But overall, it is a surprisingly adept dish.
Dex just like stands with his arm crossed, just nodding.
Angram, what does interplay mean?
In regards to food, I have no idea.
Damn it. I think
It's
they're
our
just
trouble
making up
explaining.
words.
I think they are just making up words.
No, what they're talking about is like how one aspect of the of what he's done is complementing another aspect, and how they both sort of play on the palate.
Have you been on this show before, Zarko?
Have you guys hung out with Jaxie at all?
Fair point.
All right, well. All right. The Iron Chef Golem edges Jaxie slightly on originality. Taste is dead even. Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
That leaves presentation.
Oh.
You only
Jaxie-
rolled moderately well.
You did not roll astonishingly well. However, you do edge him out by 2 points on that, leaving you a 1-point victor. The challenger is successful. Winner is Chef Jaxie. The Iron Golem bows to you and walks back to its platform.
Yay, I guess.
Yeah, I told you were going down.
At which point, the doors in the back creak open.
I stride through.
I point to the interviewer column and just say, I just want to point out that I was filmed without my consent. And then I walk out.
All right, well, you walk down the hallway. It again sort of
Okay.
doubles back on a staircase that goes down. And as you walk down the stairs, it is getting noticeably colder.
It's getting nice in here.
Oh, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Down to the point where you get down to the bottom when you see the next doorway, of which the sign says, "This is a group challenge. You must defeat the opposing team in a contest."
Alright, let's do this.
Do you open the doors?
Yep.
I
Yep.
do.
You open the doors, and you're hit with a blast of cold air. And you see a large room in which you see a large
My nipples are hard.
oval-shaped area
Ingram says nothing.
on which you see 6 forms total, moving about fairly quickly on the area. As you and it's got a wall over it, walls. It's got a sort of a stone wall that comes up a few feet. As you get closer and see over the wall, wrong button. Nope. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to the title screen here so I can copy Zarkov's token because you're going to be using the map for this.
Aha.
Okay.
Go to Lost Vault level 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Yes.
You got to be kidding me.
What the hell's with all these weird markings?
You see, out inside the oval, it
Looks
is
like
a
an
sheet.
arena.
It is a sheet of mirror smooth ice with lines on it, and a net on each end.
Ingram is just going to kind of skate around in a circle.
You are not provided with skates.
She does this with her basic shoes all the time, remember?
Yeah,
She's
true.
doing this in the desert.
And you see, there are five guys, five constructs, all wearing similar uniforms, and a sixth one wearing a black and white striped shirt.
And also apparently
They're all wearing shoes with blades on them,
The hell?
and they all have sticks.
Uh,
There are a bunch of, as you're entering, you notice that there are a number of sticks that you are allowed to back on the area where you came in over here.
Why are they carrying wooden sides?
Lore
there's
Master.
Couldn't cut anything with those.
Balsa
Well, there we
hay.
go.
Ah.
Hockey lore.
Proof that I'm an American.
Oh my,
Jaxie.
Jaxie. Okay, Jaxie,
Jaxie.
you have actually stumbled across references to a game from the far, far north. Played on ice with sticks and a small round disc, and the whole point of it is to get the disc into the opposing net.
Jackson kind of calls everyone over to huddle for a moment, and explains what this game is loosely.
You're allowed
It's like,
to hit them.
if from my understanding, there are limits to how much you can hit them before you're put away for a couple of minutes, but a clean check is usually a fair game.
What? What are you
Okay,
talking about?
So we're
He basically no check. You holding the stick with two hands and hitting up against.
You have
hey,
to use the sticks?
that's
Can you
how.
use sticks to hit them.
Ingram's going to walk up to the unfashionable guy. What's going on here?
This is the arena in which the competition will be held.
You
Okay,
don't
okay,
say.
This is a contest of hockey. I am the neutral observer and adjudicator of the rules of the game.
Jaxie like leans over to Leonard like, tripping isn't completely out of line as long as you do it cleanly.
So, wait, how do you... What are we supposed to do in this game of hokey?
Hockey.
Haka?
Hockey.
Kaka!
The object of the game is to take the small black disc and get it into the opposing team's net. The team who scores most gets the puck into the net the most times in the allotted time is the winner.
I pick up the I pick up the disc and I throw it into the net. Aha! We score.
The game has not started yet, and you must, in order to get for the score to count, it must be the puck must be struck by a stick by one of these sticks.
Yes.
Pick it up. I throw it in the air and then I hit it with the stick like a baseball bat. Score.
That would actually technically be legal. Also, you're not really supposed to pick up the puck.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not. You can pick it up by using the stick alone, but you can't use your hand unless you're the goalie. But are there goalies in this game?
They don't. The opposing team does not seem to have one.
So that helps a little bit.
Is there, like, a rule book or something?
The referee can provide you with a sheet that has the basic points if you want to read over them.
I will take the sheet.
I will
would
look
prefer
over
that
his
to the 20 volumes of the rules of hockey.
Yes. It is implied that if you want the actual full rules, they can be provided, but they are very lengthy. This sheet should help. Should suffice.
All right. I check over what we can and can't do, basically.
Ingram's going to check in there if there's any rules against manipulating the field itself.
Nothing is covered on that.
That's not one of the things that they tend to take into account.
Okay. So
That's
Jaxie
exactly
goes.
what I'm counting on.
What Jaxie does is go over with Leonard and Zarkov the different checkings. Like, okay, there's the body check, the hip check,
Okay.
shoulder
Okay.
check, poke
Can I use my
check.
chain?
No,
check?
I can't use my chain.
no, you can't use your chain.
As
You
What
can
about
use
my
this-
fist check?
You can use this.
Jackson's going over this list, Engram is like emulating, like basically like she's like wiggling her hip, and then she's like wiggling her shoulder and that kind of thing, and it ends up looking like the Carmel dancing.
Like Jaxie takes one of the sticks and kind of demonstrates on Zarkov what using the stick in different ways to do checks for different letters.
As you go over the list, Leonard, all the stuff about checking and such is technically is in there, but this does seem to be a lot looser on the violence rules than Jaxie seems to be implying.
Then I'm going to ignore what Jaxie says.
It is. You get the impression this is an older set of rules when the game was a little bit more brutal.
All right, I'm going to take the stick, and I'm
So
going.
80s era hockey. Gotcha.
70s are really, but
I'm going to take the stick. I'm going to wrap my chain around it so that I've got a little bit of loose end on either end of it.
okay.
Jaxie looks at that, blinks a few times, like, that's crazy enough to work.
It's the stick now.
Mecca, you played monster hockey, didn't you?
Maybe.
Kill the ref! Oh my god, maybe that's how we do it.
There's definitely something a bit weird about the ref.
Okay, let's not try it then.
He might be. You get the impression he might be undead.
That might be a bit difficult to take care of.
How long have you been doing this for? Jaxie says to the ref.
Quite a long time.
I could tell.
By the way, you should take a close look at the ref picture. By the way, just for amusement's sake.
The ref.
Like I said, the ref apparently is blind.
He's actually not where you're looking, right?
Oh,
Never mind.
That's the best part. I see the walking stick. It's like, what? I know that the NFL refs were bad for that period of time, but they weren't actually blind. They were just bad.
as a random aside, as I mentioned earlier through the text chat and Skype, that I had trouble finding pictures for this,
Yeah.
and I told Word I couldn't actually ask for help because I would completely give up what I'm doing. I'm setting up.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find really find any golem or any construct robot or anything like that hockey players. I spent a while looking for them and eventually just gave up. I found a couple that were weird, but that was about it. All right, so the ref explains the whole face-off thing. You should choose someone to take the face-off.
I point, eeny, meeny, miny.
That's probably going to be a reflex check. So
I was say Leonard. What? Me? I think Leonard has just as good of a reflex as I do.
If you'd stop moving around.
All right, so here's some important notes. You guys, Word, you will have the least penalty of anybody in the group just due to your whole shtick. The surface is very slippery, so moving quickly if you move too quickly, you'll have to make checks in order to not lose your footing. Also, you're not wearing skates. So basically, if you do more than a single move, you'll have to. You can do a full single move, but that's basically you can move at half speed with no penalties. If you move full speed, you'll probably have to make a check of some sort. If you do a full speed single move, you'll have to make a reflex check with a reasonably low DC. I think let me look at my notes here. It was 10. There we go. The DC increases if you do a double move. It's a DC 15 check if you do a double move at full speed.
So how do I adapt to this?
You basically can move. You do not. You get bonuses to your reflex checks on this.
Oh, good, because I'd be screwed without him.
Yep. And you all get increasing bonuses as you go along, as you get used to doing it.
All right.
All right. I should get the initiative tracker up for this. Solidly.
As an aside, I'm going to nominate Zarkov to be the goalie because he's kind of a brick wall.
Okay, let's add our. Yep. Okay, initiative time.
Actually, not yet. Actually, yeah, you roll initiative now. That's fine.
Ooh. 18.
Yay, a 6.
24.
That's another reason why I wanted him up front because Nick's good luck.
That's good for you. Really? Wow. All right. Fingers off. That no typos. All right. Da 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 da. Damn it. I'm rolling poorly for some of these guys, which is good for you guys.
Considering how bad I expect I'm going to be at this, I'm fine with this. Incidentally, was there anything in the rules that said you can't cast spells?
Nope.
Is there any rule that says you can't hurt people with spells?
Nope.
Nope.
Works for me. There again, we're in a very cold place. I don't think that'll work too well in my favor.
For me though.
Yeah, actually, just melt big chunks of the rink. Actually, yeah, just fireball the team, sink them all into the rink.
Actually,
Yeah,
there's a
fireball-
question.
You fireball the team, sink them all into the rink.
I said
Ice balls and
I'm
freeze
Actually,
them.
I'm last of the initiative though.
That's actually a question that I have. Looking at the surface of the ice, how thick is it, and is there water beneath it?
It looks pretty darn thick. You don't see water beneath it.
Okay.
Could probably definitely affect the surface of it, though.
Oh
Probably.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have my own plans for
All right,
that.
Leonard. We're going to do the face-off now.
Okay.
It's a reflex. Word is right. It is a reflex check. However, since you beat the opposing center on your initiative check,
What?
you get a bonus.
All right.
You get a +2.
Woo.
Okay, that's actually like I forgot to increase my reflex save, so that's actually even higher than that. So I win.
You beat him by 3, and you have the puck.
All right.
And your first initiative, so
Okay. What does passing the puck constitute as in terms of actions?
all right. Basically, just make a range touch attack.
So it counts as an attack to pass the puck?
Yes.
Or shoot? Okay.
Yes.
Then I will not do that. Instead, I'm going to move. And that's
Alright.
a full move, so I do need to make a reflex save.
Yep.
Yeah, but your reflex is 11.
I'm good.
Your reflex is 11. I don't think you're going to get booched on that.
And I'm going to shoot for the open goal.
All right. Give me a range touch.
Range touch attack, okay.
Darn it! See, this is when if we're being able to cast dash off the bat would have been really useful.
Yeah.
33.
That might be what you want to do.
Okay, yeah, you score.
This game is easy.
All right, everything resets. Number 5, realizing that you are what you are, drifts back.
That's got to be the craziest way that anyone could possibly score in hockey.
I've
the
actually
box
seen
bunk.
people. I've actually seen people shoot. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff, but
Actually, I'm going to go over to the ref. Ref,
yes,
there's a size disadvantage here.
your point is
Okay, fine.
you should have brought more players.
I think that there's another way of amending that problem.
Indeed.
I actually did hear of this one story about this one professional player who made a bet with like a local radio host that he could score off of a face-off, and he went a few years without doing it before managing to do so, and he immediately looked right towards the booth where the guy was. It's like, told you, motherfucker.
All right, you should reset.
Okay.
We need another opposed reflex. We need another opposed reflex check.
Okay. No bonus this time.
No bonus this time.
Aha!
All right, he gets the puck
He
this time.
managed to win.
All right, he taps the takes the face off and taps the puck back to number 4.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually put a halo around the guy who has the puck. Since number 4 actually has the initiative right now. And he is going to skate over to here. And that is his turn. Leonard, you're up. Actually, no, Leonard, sorry, you already went. Engram, you're up, sorry.
All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my breath weapon, and I'm just going to create basically an ice thing that they won't be able to slide the puck across this way, so that it ends up into the goal over there.
You won't be able to create one that long word.
That seems like a little bit.
I
too
don't
much
expect to get the whole range, but that's the general idea.
You're not even going to get close to the whole range on that. I'm just going to tell you that.
How
That's a
much
bit
am I getting?
You could a single use of your breath weapon can probably maybe 2 squares.
2 squares. Okay. I'm going to turn the grid on for this. There we are. There we are.
Not a bad idea. You can definitely force him to go backwards.
Yeah. So I will. I will. Breath these 2 here,
Okay.
and it's kind of hard to box them in with this, though.
Well, that's sort of the point. It shouldn't be easy to do it.
Does it look like you'd be able to squeeze in past there easily?
Yeah, probably.
All right. I will get over here, so at least he has to fall back a little bit. That should buy Zarkov some time, I hope.
All right, and you're gonna, so you made your move.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's the reflex thing?
You get +2, and it's a DC 10.
I'm fucked. Yay.
Ah,
So Engram slides over there, creates her ice wall.
oh,
Where do you want it?
Let me just get the draw tool. I'll
Yep.
do it.
Yeah, you could basically get 2 squares.
Let's see here. Is this the line tool? Freehand lines, yeah.
All right. And that's your turn. Zarkov.
They've got the puck. I'm actually going to fall back behind the red line here.
All right. Give me a reflex check.
Oh, right.
Zarkov falls on his ass.
Whee!
Zarkov falls on his ass. All right, number 1 goes.
does he now?
Yes, he does. All right. Number 1 swings his stick at you, Leonard, at your legs,
Right.
trying to trip you.
Oh, he's trying to trip me, is he?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good luck with that, motherfucker.
He doesn't know.
Well, first off, he has to try and touch me.
Yes. This is his touch attack.
He misses.
Yes, he does. So he's done.
Leonard smirks at the guy.
Number 3 goes. Where's number 3?
Coming to my house.
Number 3 comes across the ring and attempts to check Ingram.
Ooh.
Oh, this ain't gonna end well.
That's a hit.
All right,
They
Ingram.
can't not hit me.
Right. Ingram, give me a reflex save at -2.
I'm not making this.
Probably not. Yep. All right, you are checked into the boards, as it were. You don't take any damage because you have damage resistance, but you are on your ass.
That's not very nice.
Number 2 skates down rink. Number 5. Who's there? Jaxie, you're up.
Okay. Well, now everyone's kind of separated out, so this is gonna be kind of rough. What's my range on dash?
It's
45 feet. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 45 feet away from.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
darn it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kind of go. I think that'll be far enough for me to get both of them.
Yeah,
No.
that's enough to get Zarkov and Leonard.
Yeah, let's get that far and then do dash. This is not a full round incantation, so I lose 5 on the check, right?
Correct.
Oh shoot. Well, I still have
You get it.
25.
All right.
So now their speed is doubled. +2 to shooting, bonus to AC and reflex saves, and an extra attack per round if making multiple shots to the goal. You suddenly have multiple pucks that are shooting at the goal.
All right. The ref is going to skate over here. He's got a better view of where the puck is and such. All right, Leonard, you're up.
So the ref just skated that way.
Yes, you did.
Okay, full attack.
Go for it.
29, 24, 1 miss.
All right.
Does that include your extra attack?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So he takes 10 damage and 2 constitution damage.
All right. The con damage doesn't really matter.
I imagine they're
I was gonna
constructs.
ask, are these guys constructs or
They're
undead?
constructs.
Yeah, I thought so.
All
The
right, so that's
constructs,
number
eh?
1.
5 minute adjust. Before I do that.
And you did 10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. It's number 4's turn. He will reverse ice. Because polarity.
Kind of needs to.
Yep. And he will fire pass up to number 2.
Does he have to roll to not hit the ref?
Well, he rolled poorly.
The answer becomes yes.
Well, he doesn't hit the ref, but the puck is not on target. Hang on 1 second. There you are. All right, so he no longer has the puck. Number 2, I'm going to have to make a roll to see if he's able to corral it.
Don't mind the marker, that's just for my reference.
That's fine. How much did he miss by? He missed by enough. So he's not able to corral the puck on the pass. Let me get... Actually, let me do something quickly here. Da, 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 da. puck ends up over there-ish. All right, number 4 is done. Engram, you're up.
I imagine I'm going to have to stand or something.
You will. So you have to spend.
I don't think, thinking about it, I don't think there's a penalty to casting on your ass.
Not that I'm aware of.
Good. So, yeah, that was incredibly rude, and I'm not happy about that. Engram starts muttering on her back, holding her arms over her head, and a bunch of electricity starts forming between her hands.
Okay.
And the marker is the target point.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Garrick Rahard right there.
Okay.
That is not going to cast it well. But I can probably control this. Let me just do it again. Yeah, I control it.
So you control the check.
I just barely missed actually getting it right.
So you take 14 drain.
Yep. And these are going to be D8s with electric, and I have...
And how big's the area?
30. It's going to hit the ref, these 4 players, but not Leonard, and I don't think it hits myself. Yeah, it doesn't hit myself.
Nope.
So it only hits the people I don't like, which is why I like it.
So it's, what, 3 of the opposing players?
Hits this guy, hits this guy, hits this guy, hits that guy,
30-foot
and
burst?
Yep.
Yes. Because it's an advanced spell.
What I'm seeing, a 30-foot burst will only catch, unless I'm on the wrong one.
For
Is
my
that?
tracker. Huh. That's weird because if I trace 30 feet, it does catch.
Yeah. You know what? We'll go with it. Doesn't matter.
Yep. Alright. So it's D8s, and I... What level am I now? I'm at level 7? Level 7. Okay, so there's going to be 5 D8 of electric damage. Boom!
Pretty good.
Alright, so... And what type of save is this?
I think it's Fortitude.
Alright.
I'm looking through the book now. It's being laggy. Garrick Rahard. Fortitude half.
Alright. So, I think they all have... Number 3 has a lower fortitude.
Alright. And the target DC is going to be 28.
Yeah. So it's the ref, number 3, number 5, and number 4.
And number 1.
And number 1.
Catches 1 also. Okay.
Yep. It gets everyone except for number 2.
Impressive. All right. So there is 2 at plus 10. Fail. Fail. 1 at plus 6. Yeah. And 1 at plus 7. Yeah. All right.
Fail.
They all take full damage.
Good.
Nice.
You'll note I'm not rolling for the ref.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
The ref goes, "Ow."
That's unsportsmanlike.
I'm getting to what comes up from that. You
I have a
attack
feeling
the
I'm going
ref.
to get blasted with electricity in a moment.
What do you mean we?
I said me. I didn't say we, I said me. But yeah, that's going to be my turn.
1 second, just need to adjust hit points on these guys. And he is okay. Yeah. At least those two are fairly tough.
Jam, I didn't roll 1 higher, then I would have had it well cast.
Zarkov,
All right, so I'm currently in my ass.
you are.
Can I get up, go to the puck, and then pass it to Jaxie?
You can get up and go to the puck and try to take control of it.
That's what I'll do. Whee!
All right, make
Hey,
a
it's
reflex
still a
check.
half move. Reflex save?
Yep.
Oh, come on!
It's
No,
Actually,
it's a half,
plus
it's
10.
a half move. You're fine.
Yep, you're fine. All right, give me a touch. Give me a basic attack.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
All right, you've got control of the puck.
totally going to get slammed in that wall.
Uh,
So that's what
number,
I do.
number one's going to try.
Or number 2 is, rather.
Well, number one's up first.
Oh.
All right, he's going to skate this way.
I think that. Wait, hang on. Go ahead. That still takes him through my threat range.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Trip him.
I'm just tracing his
I
path.
crit on the touch. God damn it.
All right, so that's the path he's taking.
Okay.
Reach out and touch someone.
Post trip attempt. Oh yeah.
Nice roll.
Good one.
Uh-huh. He, however, gets some certain bonuses for being used to playing hockey. Though this is a little bit weird, so he's not getting his full bonus that he get against this. He gets a bonus against trip attacks normally in this situation, but you're using your spike chain, so he's not really used to that.
Yeah. Understandable.
So he only gets a +1.
Well.
Yeah, he goes down.
All right. I get a free follow-up attack. I hit.
Yep,
5 more damage.
5 more.
Try and trip me again.
I think that was the most emotive I've ever heard Leonard.
Came to my house.
He's not passionate about many things, but the things he is.
All right, you're still prone, correct?
Yes.
All right, number 3 skates away from you.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, you run from the lightning.
He's not running away from you. He's running towards Zarkov.
Yep, he's coming
I
in.
don't care.
Come
I can
closer to
still
Zarkov.
He comes in to check Zarkov.
I imagine that will be a bit more difficult than checking Engram.
Yes, it will be. He basically just bounces off Zarkov.
That would have failed against me! Where was that roll last time?
He's sort of running into you, sort of in position. He's not, but you're not like, and he actually will come sliding off. Not the puck. Well, move the puck first so I can move him. There. Actually, you currently have the puck.
Yes. Yay, puck.
So nope, damn it, wrong. Arg. Stupid freaking. There we go.
Hey.
All right. Zoom in a little bit here so I can get a better view. Number 2 will come in while you are occupied by number 3 and try to steal the puck from you.
Okay.
Ah,
Well,
he has the
good
puck.
luck there.
My puck. And then he will. There we go. Skate away. He can't shoot this turn, but
Jaxie, you know what you must do.
What? What should I do?
number 5's up. He comes in to check Leonard.
Isn't he going to get tripped for that?
Yes, he is.
Go for
If
it.
you come in trace towards me, he goes to the third range. Yeah.
Yep.
I hit. Post checks time. 18. I trip him.
All right, he goes down.
Free attack again. When it works, it works. I hit. 7 damage.
I wouldn't have thought that Leonard was Canadian.
This was
He's
number
really not my stuff.
5. All right.
I know, that's why I wouldn't have thought it. He's a renegade Canadian.
All right, Jaxie, you're up.
Question. Can I hit the puck with flare arrow to knock it out of the other person's
You
handling?
can try.
No, it's a very dangerous range touch, but it's better chance of me actually checking or getting the puck.
I
away
would say
from
it's
him.
probably true. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna flare arrow him. Ah, jeez, that's a bad range touch attack. That's a 16, but
At least you well cast it.
I did well cast it though.
All right. How much damage did you do?
12 damage.
All right. Well, the player takes 12 damage.
Okay.
Thunk.
And I'm going to move the puck for a second just so I can see the stats here. Okay. This is number 2. Oh, he's the only one who hasn't been hurt yet. Okay.
Right.
All right. I'm actually going to rule that to be a reflex save to hang onto the puck.
All right. Probably gonna make it, but yeah.
Yeah, he you knock the puck out of his control, but it doesn't go sailing.
Yeah.
So, actually, Jaxie, I will say this. You get to pick any one of these 5 squares where the puck ends up.
I'm going to go for here.
Okay. Referee's turn. The referee gestures back over towards Engrim. And a bolt of lightning comes arcing out of his hand back towards Engrim.
Oh God.
I had a feeling this was coming.
Fort save, Engrim.
Well, that's better than my reflex. Where's the plus key? There it is. Ow!
How cruel do I feel?
That's a good
What kind of question is that?
Cruel
How
enough
cruel
to
do-
realize that if I'm hit with a 5d8, I'm probably going to be incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm debating whether I'm going to just. I'm debating whether I'm going to just apply the amount of damage you did back on you.
Yeah, 29 would unconscious me.
Yeah. All right. Take 15.
Okay.
I'm ruling this to be half.
Ow. Ingram's hair is all on end.
Kerzap. Then the ref's going to skate down here.
Ingram's gonna flip him off.
Leonard.
She's still on her ass, by the way. There's just this wall of blue puff around where her head is.
I'm gonna. And I'll make a reflex save.
Okay.
Actually, wasn't here. I'm good.
All right. You're fine. That it?
I will, as I'm going by, do one attack on number 2.
Okay.
I hit
I lit.
5 damage.
It's number 4's turn. He sees Ingram is still on her ass.
This is my strategy. I'm just gonna stay here. That's why they're not gonna check me anymore.
Yeah. He's gonna come getting up to Jaxie.
Uh-oh. Is that versus my what?
AC.
Then it misses.
Yay!
All right,
bonus.
you able to skitter out of the way,
Skitter
Does he keep going?
and he just he passes by you.
This is why Love Dash has a spell.
It's pretty amazing.
Ingram, you're up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I put the initiative tracker in the.
You say I'm up, but that's only in a manner of
It's,
speaking.
yeah, it's your turn.
Alright, let's see here. That's Leonard. That's a dick. There's that fucking rep. I can't really blast any of them in a good manner with this. Ooh, there's an idea. Let me check a DC real quick.
It's fine.
These are in alphabetical order. I should be going up the list, not down. Here we are. Ah, that's also a 35. How far is this schmuck? Ah! 1 out of range.
Ah.
Aha.
Hate that. Okay, so no one has control of the puck at the moment?
The puck is right there. Yes.
Okay. Zarkov will probably get it just fine. Oh, right, they're constructs. I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. I think I didn't waste my turn.
Forgot their constructs.
For a
By the
brief
way-
moment, I was thinking of dominating one of them.
Yeah, it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
By the way, Peter,
Yes.
is there a timer anywhere?
There is. Yes. The game is going to last until we get tired of it, pretty much. Until we've reached a point where I think we're done with it. Because I don't want it to overstay its welcome, but I want to do it for a little while at least.
I'm just curious about some of the.
But yes, there's a timer with another big hourglass with sand running down, and there's a scoreboard, which you can see me keeping track of it over off on the right if you look carefully.
Oh.
Actually, I've got that reversed. My bad. Crap, you are not the home team.
We are in the fans' hearts.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me just check the DC on this.
There we go.
L,
You are the away team.
Where is the L?
I just realized, wait, I'm wrong. Why did I put that in her home?
DC 20 white spell. Okay.
Yes, and there's a
this is-
big scoreboard with fiery letters, home and away, and there's a mark under away.
Alright. This is going to be a quick cast, not an incantation. Levitation!
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Alright, that's enough, and I only take one drain. Woo.
All right, you are now levitating.
Yes.
Immune to checks.
And here's the best part. I don't have to waste a move getting up. I can just fly.
I was wondering when that would occur to you, Word.
I was about using levitation on the puck, but I don't know if I could do that.
I don't quite know.
It
That'd
would probably
be-
take away the danger of us having to score again.
Altitude-wise, I'm basically hovering at 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'm out of reach of any of the jerks down there.
Maybe.
Maybe they have jump.
Maybe they have
Maybe their
powers. They have,
sticks are very big.
They would have to make a deliberate effort to get up at me, which means they're not making a deliberate effort at the puck.
they are somewhat focused on the puck right now, though.
Exactly. Alright, so that's going to be it for me.
Zarkov.
So, can I pick up number 3 and throw him at number 2?
Don't see any reason why not.
I will do this thing.
Give me a grapple check.
I'm assuming you have improved grapple.
I do.
I think he has to in order to get into Warrior of Justice.
Exactly.
With
make
dash, you just hit.
Yep. And now I throw him at number 2.
All right, give me another attack roll.
Aw.
You do throw him, though.
Yes.
You do throw him. All right. He goes sailing off like that. State. Prone. And that is your turn.
And what a turn it was.
All right, number 1 will get back to his feet and come skating down the ice this way. That's it for him. Number 3 will stand up. skate over there. Number 2 will attempt to retrieve the puck.
Is he doing it from there?
Yes, he is.
I trip him.
No. It does not provoke. Okay, he gets the puck back. Getting the puck back is not that hard. And he'll attempt a shot on goal.
Okay.
No, it doesn't provoke.
Can I block it somehow?
Yes, you will get a chance to do so.
Right.
I was gonna say it is a ranged attack.
All right, Nick, you can give me a attack roll.
A regular attack roll.
Yep, normal attack roll.
This is a with a +2 with dash.
Yep.
I think I make
block.
it.
All right, give me another.
Yeah.
Give me another basic attack. No, like not spike chain or anything. Just your basic attack roll.
Okay. Could this be like is this like dex based or what?
It's use your whatever your base attack is, basically. Like you're making an attack with a weapon that's not your spike chain, basically.
So if I were to make a melee attack roll without a spike chain,
Correct.
okay, that's much worse.
Strength based. Do you have weapon finesse?
With basic attacks?
I'll allow weapon finesse on this. Actually,
Oh, okay.
That's kind of what the.
Oh my god!
you have the puck.
That's mine now! Wait a minute. Oh crap.
Number 5 will stand back up and reverse ice a bit. For what I like to call obvious reasons.
Right.
Jaxie.
Trying to think of a good, prudent thing to do with my time here.
That was a beautiful stop, by the way, Nick. I like that. It's like, nope, my puck. It's like he winds up a shot, and you're like, nope, mine.
I'm going to just do a flare arrow against number 2 as an attack.
Go for it.
Well, I cast it well enough.
Range shot attack hits.
That's 19 damage then.
And you
So
woke up.
it is. There it is. Okay. Ouch. Nothing too illegal has happened. So the ref is not going to inflict anything bad on you guys. He's just going to skate to there. Leonard, you're up.
Ah, too bad number 5's there.
Is it possible to attack and then move in this
No.
rules? No. Okay. Reflex time.
Yep.
Fine.
You are?
That's a 100-foot shot, I think.
He looks about that.
All right. Whatever. If I don't make it, I'll clear the puck.
Yep.
This is dex-based again, so 19.
All right.
You might want to hero point that.
I don't care.
All right.
Number 5 actually will get to do something. He'll attempt to intercept. Nope. So he goes like this, but the puck goes by him. Let's see, a 19. At 100 feet?
It seems like a bit of a long shot.
Yeah. You dump the puck into the back of the zone there.
All right. Guess we'll give them something to distract them while we keep on killing them.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. right, number 4 is up. Comes around like he comes back like this, and from there, he leaps off the ice and does a flying tackle at Leonard.
I tried to hit him.
He leaps from outside your trip range.
That makes no goddamn sense.
Nope, it doesn't.
I attack him.
Go for it. Go for it.
Well, if you do a trip while he's in the air, it grounds him.
I think he wants to be grounded anyway.
All right, you hit him.
All right, so he comes after me now.
Hang on a second. 5 more. Okay. All right, now he makes his diving tackle at you. And goes flying by you.
And his face plants into the ice. Or the wall, for that matter.
Well, he
Adam
figured
said-
that,
No.
letting you trip him on the way in wasn't working, so you might as well just try diving at you.
It's a
I
good
imagine that would make a lot more sense when you saw me do it to 2 people in 1 round.
Yes, that's why. And Grim, you're up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Actually, do I have to make the concentration check to maintain this at the start or the end of the round?
I
turn.
think it's at the end of the round.
End of the turn? Alright, we'll run with that for the time being.
We'll go with that for now.
Yeah. I'll look at it after my turn's up. Okay.
For the sake of this encounter, we'll rule it at the end of the round.
Alright, let's see here if I aim. Oh wait, that's the fucking ref. Right, don't want to hit that one.
Well,
Oh, that's why he got attacked. Okay.
yes.
Had nothing to do with it. Fair game? No, I don't give a shit about that. Just don't attack me.
As I consult my spell list again. Because I'm really having a hard time finding out what the hell I can do to contribute to this.
Just ice press them and see if it works.
I really doubt it's going to work.
Well, it's
Actually-
worth a try.
This year the puck's over there. I could do something kind of hilarious. It would be absolutely non-contributive, but I think it would be funny. Actually, there's a thought. Do I recall anything in the rules about making the puck immovable being illegal?
That's not covered by the rules, but you have a sneaky suspicion the ref might object.
Oh, and we don't want him to be upset now, do we?
Do you
I
want
can
to
strike
be
the ref.
again?
I don't think he'd strike me with lightning. I think he struck me with lightning because I struck him with lightning. He'd probably turned me into a dragon sickle.
Maybe. But you could try. It's up to you.
What's the range on that one? I apologize for taking up all this time on referencing. It's just the way this is going, I can't really look up what I want to do in advance.
I know.
Range is shit. Of course it is. Who comes after me? Zarkov. Where's Zarkov? He's up there. Now back to me. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an odd idea, so I'm going to have to run this past you first.
Okay, I'm listening.
Can I use Freeze Bullet to shoot the puck repeatedly and try and manipulate it into the goal by shooting?
Sure, why the hell not?
Alright. DC 25. Alright, I well cast it, so I take Reduced Drain. And that's going to
Okay, how many bullets do you get? Roll for how many bullets you get.
5d4 plus 5. 18 shots.
Oh, God.
All right. Each one does a point of damage effectively, right?
Yes. So yeah, basically just trying to bounce it off the wall so it kind of like scoots a little over here-ish, and then shoot it into the gate. Excuse me.
Okay, word. What I want you to do, I'm going to say that every 2 bullets you hit it with will move it 5 feet,
Okay.
and you have to take into account sort of physics bounces and such, roughly, not like
Right.
completely accurately, but at least somewhat sensical.
Right. Okay, so
And actually, I'm going to make that every 3 bullets moves it 5 feet. I'm thinking about it.
okay. All right.
Geometry check.
Honestly, I wish I had moved and then did a non-incanted check, because I still would have well cast it. I still have cast it fine enough, but whatever. All right, so okay, so first shot is going to send it off the wall and is going to end it up right here.
Okay.
Second shot is going to do a similar thing. I'm going to shoot 6 bullets at it, so it has more force off of here, banks off the goalpost, and ends up about there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to deliberately overshoot with the next spread, so that creates a little bit of a back wall, and then I will shoot the puck, slide it in.
All right. To get it into the net, will have to give me a range touch, but it'll be a pretty easy one.
20 plus probably 0. Oh wait, I do have a base attack point. Ooh.
And what's your dex bonus?
Word with a dex
All.
bonus.
14.
That's good enough.
Woo! I'm useful!
You didn't have to move the puck very far at the end there, so. Yep. And you hear another horn sound. Another.
Yay! I am so happy about that one.
All right. You guys have a 2-goal lead. I'm debating whether I want to continue this or not.
Is the referee looking at me?
Not at the moment, no.
I attack the guy on the ground.
Go for it.
I hit. 5 damage.
All right. I'm gonna ask a question here. Is there anything in particular you want to do that you think would be hilarious and amusing that would happen during if we continued this? Or do you
Basically, trash talking
Oh, good point.
by means of taunting as a tactic. So basically, basically, because I was going to come up for the next person in the arsenal, I wanted to win the initiative on the puck drop by taunting before the puck is dropped.
Okay, well, give me a roll for that.
Okay. Okay.
I think that beats their will.
Just a little bit. Yeah, all right. That would give you guys an advantage on that. If there's anything else particularly hilarious that you want to have happened, describe you want to that it happens, and we'll assume that you guys win. I think this has run its course for the most part.
Yeah.
The idea for me was to taunt him, and as the puck dropped, he's just standing there transfixed, and I just shoot the goal between his legs from the start.
We'll go for that. We'll say that you scored on that.
I want
One
to grab
thing-
one of the guys, like spin him around, and then fling him into one of his other friends way down court.
Yeah.
Ring, whatever.
Yes.
One
I
thing
rolled
I
enough
wanted to
19s
do.
and 20s in this combat that I don't think I need to do anymore.
The one thing that I had wanted to do that I didn't get a chance to was I wanted to have one of them shoot at our goal really hard and fast, and then me just make a breath curve so it spins right around and they shoot in their own goal.
Well, we'll assume that happened at some point. And Raxus comes through again. another one. That's great, that's great, Raxus.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm going to put this up on the stream. Actually, do it this way. Give me a moment here. I want to get this into the recording. All right.
I just opened up the one with the Balrog Bard.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Raxus did one for Braden.
Oh, yeah. That's wonderful, Raxus. Thank you.
It is.
Oh, right, yes. The Balrog Bard also.
Oh yeah.
When did that even come up?
Yeah, the fan is like, you blast the water, then I'll freeze it up into a spike, and then I'll throw it up at budget, right?
The Balrog Bard, I believe, was during Shadowland.
No.
No, because I was there. I remember that.
Oh,
When were
We were I don't even remember what we were chatting. We're just shooting the shit.
So yeah, okay. So we win the Stanley Cup or whatever.
yes. You are cleared to move on from here.
The Zarkov carries the cup while Jaxie's just
Yes,
sitting
you
in it.
are awarded a cup.
Excellent. I carry the cup. Jaxie sits in the cup.
Why do you have a cup?
Why wouldn't I have a
It's a
cup?
big trophy.
It's a standard thing that's given to the winner.
I use Aqua Create to fill the cup.
Jaxie's wet now.
Don't do that. You're supposed to fill it with like soup or something.
All right.
Also, I was sitting in the cup
Chowder.
already.
You now have a damp Foxman, who's kind of cold, but whatever. You move on.
It's like throwing the cooler over the coach at the end of when you win.
All right. You continue on.
I don't even get hockey, but I like this comment. Those golems played worse than the Leafs.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. It wasn't as amusing as I actually have done something similar to this before with the hockey thing in Slayer, the other Slayers game I ran. One of the players ended up doing a thing where he ended up like running wall running along the outside of the rink to avoid slipping and such.
I have been using
that's not
psychological
visually
warfare as
encouraging.
much as I'd like, so I need to start doing that more in fights.
Oh damn. At some point, I want to like tackle one of the guys and use him as a toboggan.
Yeah, there wasn't much I could do in the terms of fancy for this. I think the freeze bullets thing was as fancy as I was getting.
That was pretty good, actually.
I am proud of that one, granted.
All right. All right, so you continue on. And the passageway, does the same thing. It doubles back and heads down a stairway and loops around. And you come to another chamber with another big door in it.
Before we go in there, I am going to use recovery on myself so that I'm not hurt anymore because ow.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Engram got hurt there. Don't zap the ref.
He got in my way.
It's hardly his fault.
Entirely his fault.
You could have chosen a different spot and not included him. You wouldn't have hit as many of the opposing team.
Inefficient.
All right, you come down to another doorway. And above this one, bears the legend, "Your final test is a test of wisdom."
Shit.
I think we're screwed.
Wisdom, eh?
I think that actually might be me.
Well, obviously I'm the wisest one here.
Jaxie just stares.
Ingram looks at Leonard.
Well, let's go find out exactly what the details are.
Right. And also, sorry, I forgot the note below it. Before entering, one of you must be chosen as the one to take the test and announce it to the door.
Oh, jeez. Wisdom.
My wisdom score is a 12.
Mine's a 10.
10? But then again, what does it mean by wisdom?
Yeah,
That's a good
like,
point.
we both have Lore Master.
Zarkov's a 10.
We both
Wait a minute,
have...
does it mean
we
wisdom
both-
of the body? Because I've got a strength of 20 and a con of 19.
All right. How about this? We'll each vote for one other person. You
Stone,
can't
paper,
vote for
scissors?
yourself. You can't vote for yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. In that case, I vote for Ingram.
I'll vote for Jaxie.
Ingram looks at Leonard.
God damn it!
Leonard, vote for me!
If I vote for you, then no one will win.
Ingram could still vote for me.
Ingram hasn't voted yet, technically.
You're still calling her Ingram instead of Ellis. Wait,
Other way
Ellis-
around.
No, no,
I got the
no,
other
she-
way around.
Yeah.
God damn it! I kept on. All right.
I did a better facade than Leonard did.
All right. Forget that. Forget that then. We'll let fate decide.
Stone, paper, scissors?
I
Spin
basically-
the bottle!
I basically get like a set of straws out.
So everybody roll a d20.
No, what we're gonna do is okay. Zarkov is 1, Jaxie's 2, Ingram is 3, and Leonard is 4. All right. Everyone cool with that?
Yes.
Okay. Jaxie.
Okay. All right then. Jaxie sort of steps up to the door and moves to push it open.
The door opens. Well, actually, you had to announce who it is.
And Jaxie just sort of announces, "It is I that will take on this challenge," and he has of course, a scholar's gown and cap on.
All right, the door opens before you.
You'll do great, man.
And before you see a large room, in the middle of which is a pedestal with what looks like it's like one of the, it's got like a rack where you could like place something on. So it's sort of a double sort of Y rack with like two little stands with like little Ys that are shaped like Ys that you could put something in across them.
Okay.
And along the walls is an armory of swords. At least 200, probably more.
An armory. All right. I walk up to the podium
Okay.
and take a better look of it there.
Can the rest of us see this?
Oh yeah, you all can walk in.
Okay.
And I'm guessing that there's like something in here that a weapon can be inserted into.
It looks like
based
you
off
could
some
place
of
the sword onto the little sort of rack that's on the pedestal.
But there's a lot of swords. There's 200 different swords,
Can
essentially.
Jaxie even lift that much?
Oh, he can pick up a sword, sure.
Does
Yeah.
he even lift?
So the wisdom in this case, I'm going to assume, is knowing which is the right weapon to insert into this thing.
I did not crib this from Last Crusade at all.
All right. Is there a riddle or some sort of passage that is framed in this area?
All you know is that there are a bunch of swords. That's all that's presented to you right now.
Oh, we're looking for the Sword of the North, right?
Yep, That is what your
That's-
request is currently.
So the Sword of the North. This
Wait,
is going to
since when?
be. This is going to be a. Well, I'll try to.
Wait, we were looking for the Book of Days.
Well, you were sent here specifically looking for the Sword of the North,
Right,
Yes.
we were sent here the Sword of the North. So we were sent south.
which is
to
all
get the
part
Sword
of
the
all part of finding the Book of Days, apparently.
Oh,
So Jaxie
remember
looks
that part.
over the swords along the wall. How do they? I mean, they're probably of all different shapes and styles, aren't they?
Different shapes, styles, sizes, levels of ornamentation,
Right.
A broadsword.
different materials.
Might have
Does this
steel
even
or
really-
ice.
I say aloud. Is this actually a test of wisdom? Seems more like a test of luck.
To be fair, one might be able to know specifically which one must be the real sword by either process of elimination or just understanding the legends of the Sword of the North.
legends, you say?
Yes, legends.
All right,
Not as obscure as I was hoping for, but
you know some things about the Sword of the North. You can eliminate a bunch of them, but
right.
basically what I'm looking for here is your sort of explanation and rationale of explaining how you're going to narrow it down beyond just like dice rolls. This is not pure dice rolling. This is more
But-
role playing sort of.
Right. I guess the whole lore master has to give me a basis of
Right.
a simple basis of information to go off of. So.
Yep. So you could. It is not any of the more Arabic curved swords. I'm going to say that. You know
Right,
that for
so
sure.
it
It was a sword that was forged in the northern part of the world.
Northern part of the world.
Oh, the
Um,
katana!
What? So it's the
What?
northern part of the world. Let's see here. It was.
Sounds like
The Zulu short spear.
Things you remember about it from what you read, and you did read some things about it in the library.
Right.
It's a powerful artifact.
Right.
It has ties to sorcery.
Got it.
Oh man, I'm wishing Engram had gotten this.
It is. It was wielded by a sort of a swordsman, and someone who's both a swordsman and a sorcerer,
Mm-hmm.
who was renowned as both.
Right. Okay. I'm going to first and foremost look through the swords, and look for any that appear to be
It's
light,
a
to be
fun
relative, to be to be light and or easy to handle. But more importantly, see, most no sorcerers really use like wand or anything in Slayers.
It's the one shaped like a
Oh.
hockey stick.
Um, basically, there's now here's the thing. When it came to the instruction for the one person to be the person, is that simply referring to the person who is putting the sword on the stand?
That was not clear.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around the room.
The impression you get, I'll say this, Sketch, is that it is implied that one person has to make the final choice. And
Right.
Be the one to
Ja-
pick the sword and put it on the stand.
Jaxie calls out for Ingram.
Stroll on over.
What about the trident?
Okay. Let's see here. Could
What part
you?
of sword do you not understand?
All right. I have a question for you.
Tridents
If
can
you
be swords.
if you were to use any of these swords, and he points to a couple of the straight swords, to cast a spell through, which of them would you be most led towards?
And to answer that question, I'm going to use a spellcraft check to see which one seems to be the best channeling sword.
Okay, sure.
30.
Okay. You can eliminate a bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Of the ones that Jaxie pointed out, there are a couple there that you rule out completely because they look like they're made of Orhalcon,
Right.
which is known for its resistance to magic. It's like, yeah, not those.
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Zarkov,
You're able to. By the way, so Engram, you're able to narrow it down to about say 10.
Zarkov,
Yo.
try and break those 10 swords.
Eek. This one's not breaking.
So you touch one of the swords, Zarkov?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a fortitude check.
Yeah, it's like Jackson just sort of blinks. Is like,
I am not rolling well tonight.
That
Okay,
is-
Eric?
Yeah?
Zarkov, you are zapped with electricity and go staggering back away from the sword. Take 10 damage. Non-lethal, obviously, but...
Ow.
There was nothing that said we couldn't touch them.
well, the idea is that is that when you make the selection, since I'm the one that's making the select, Jackson's gonna reach out and try to touch that same sword.
It feels like a sword.
Yes, so I'm the one that can actually touch these directly.
Ingram, I dare you to lick one.
Emgrim is going to freeze Zarkov's hair.
Oh. That's going to be all moist in an hour.
All right, let's see here. So we get that. Do any of the swords that remain have engravings on them?
7 of them do.
Okay, are there any particular languages, or are they runes primarily?
Runes.
Okay, let's try to decipher what those runes mean.
Decipher script, go!
One of these swords tells only lies. One of these swords tells.
I'll ask one sword which sword it would pick as the right one.
Are there any with basket?
Crap, I rolled terribly. Did I use my hero point already? I don't remember.
Nope, I don't think so yet.
I'm gonna hero point.
Okay,
25.
25. You're able to decipher a few of them. The ones you're able to decipher really don't seem like... The runes of them seem to be mostly about making them more effective at chopping people more than anything else.
Hmm.
It's like 4 or 5 of those.
You eliminate another 3, so you're down to 4.
Down to
4 swords are left. Okay. All right. As a test, I'm gonna
I'm blue,
pick up.
he's red.
I'm gonna go pick up each of the 4 swords.
Okay.
Remain just one at a time.
Leonard's green.
Handle it. Slash it a few times, and simply to try to cast a flare arrow. I'm gonna try to, try to cast a flare arrow through it at just a wall and
Okay.
see what happens in each cases. To feel out which one feels the most appropriate for this.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll like any spellcasting checks or anything.
Sure.
Give me a spellcraft check though for each one.
Okay.
So
Oh,
actually no. Give me just one spellcraft check. You don't need to make multiples.
all right. Let's see here. Wow.
Damn.
Okay. All right.
Nice time to roll a 20.
Nice time to roll. Very nice time to roll 20.
Especially says I'm not nowhere near as good at spellcraft as Ingram is.
Okay. So you were able to channel the spell through all 4 of them.
Right.
They're all capable of doing that.
Exactly.
You were able to rule out 2 of them as being. If you're 2 of them are definitively less effective at it than the other 2.
So of the 2 that are more effective at spellcasting, which one feels better as a weapon? Is the question.
Give me a basically sort of an attack roll for a sword.
Yeah, I'll just do.
Well,
This is not nearly as good for me.
Honestly, you're like, it's not really your forte is the problem.
Right, and I can't hand it off to someone else.
They both feel they're both very well balanced.
Right.
I will say this: one of them is a long sword, and the other is a bastard sword.
Sounds like the
What are
long
the
sword
hilts
to me.
like on them?
Yeah.
Both of them look like they're very well crafted, well designed for being wielded and used. Neither of them are particularly super ornate, but they both have a lot of. But they both look extremely well crafted. Both are, They look like they're made from similar materials.
Are they
both
cruciform? Are the guards on them cruciform, or are they angled, or what?
they are one of them. One of them it has a very straight sort of flat cross guard, and the other is sort of angled up slightly.
All right. Do I know anything about the race of the person who wielded this sword?
Give
Was
me
it
another
just
lore
you?
master check then.
All right. Oh, that was a weird.
You think they were human?
This is Eric, not Zarkov, but I'd probably go with the one with the angled guard, because you tend to see the cruciform hilts more towards southern Europe the closer to Rome you are, while the angled ones tend to be northern Germany's, like Germany and Scandinavia.
All right. The angled hilt one is the bastard sword, by the way.
Yeah. I'm going to take these things into consideration, and Jaxie will essentially look at the swords, weigh them up a little bit. The bastard sword is pretty big. It's probably about close to his size, almost.
Yep.
Because he has to wield it with two hands.
Yep.
He takes the long sword, sets it away, walks up to the podium with the bastard sword, holds it up with two hands, and then moves to insert it into the podium itself.
So you place it into the thing.
Yes.
All right. As Jaxie sets the sword into the thing, the little pillars that it sets on drop down slightly, and you hear a click.
Ingram is going to go back to the rest of the group, by the way.
Okay. And a beam of red light comes cascading down over the pedestal.
It actually was flattened a bit.
And you can also feel buildup of magical energy in the room.
All right, get ready to fight.
And then you hear the light disappears with a sudden sort of very pleasant musical chiming noise. And you hear a very simple, you hear a very solemn voice saying, "You have chosen wisely."
Jaxie just sort of says up to the voice, "Is the reason why you used the bastard sword is because you had no need for another weapon, since you could wield this for both fighting and casting?"
You get no response.
That would have been an interesting thing to learn more about, but this appears to be it.
So, can you take the sword back out of there now?
Jaxie, well, he waits for things to kind of calm down and then attempts to take the sword out.
You pick the sword up. The little things will come clicking back up.
So,
And then
can we go now?
I think so.
Do not take the sword past the ice rink.
It is only meant to be used for hockey.
This is like congratulate, you've chosen wisely. Now proceed to the photo booth to pick up your pictures. Thank you for your stay at the temple.
Damn it! I hope that you enjoyed your experience. Please follow the lights to the exit.
Hey, no, he
Gift shop and pick up I went to the secret temple and all I got was a stupid T-shirt.
knew it.
So, okay then.
At any rate, all right, you leave. You head back up. You walk back up. You walk back up the stairs, past the rink, past the cooking challenge, and start heading back up the stairs. Okay.
And
All right. Your usual walking formation.
yes,
Zarkov,
Yes.
give me a reflex check.
Oh, this thing again.
Yeah, you kind of forgot about it.
All
I
right.
didn't get a chance to disable it.
No, you didn't.
But,
Remember
Oh,
that
you're fine.
step-
You managed to start stepping. Go. Wait. No. You're able to stop yourself before you step on the step. And I assume you guys basically get yourself past that, no problem at that point. All right, righty.
We did it.
Yeah.
Why'd you say that so hesitantly?
And now we're attacked by monsters.
All right.
Totally
so
attacked by monsters, aren't we?
you guys should go back to the southern desert map.
I want to make a listen check.
Southern desert.
Southern desert. Move down to the little area with the temple.
Okay. Paste ourselves like. Over. Well, yeah. I'm going to replace my token, so.
Go ahead and do that. That's fine.
The hell?
Uh,
It's supposed to be.
And I have no drain because we had time to recover from that fight. So.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Jaxie like has the sword.
Oh, well.
Sheath behind his back.
Oh,
Not done yet.
hi, buddy boy.
Oh. Oh.
That's a party. And I don't think we're invited.
And as you walk out, you see two demons, the Mazuku you saw before, and Hesperia standing there with them.
Standing there.
Yep, she's standing there, arms crossed, with a mischievous smile on her face.
Yeah, who didn't see this coming?
Hey guys, I've got an idea. Let's go back inside the temple.
That
Wait,
seems
there's
safe.
people out here to punch.
Well, but I can make us food, and we can then play okay.
Zarkov, punch in this direction.
You're
All right.
You're a big red glass pitcher, right?
And Hesperia sort of says, "Ah, you've recovered the sword. Excellent. I'm afraid to say at this point,
That you're
If you'd be
a
so-
jerk and a traitor.
That we've overstayed our usefulness, and you want to yeah. Okay.
oh no. You completely misunderstand. You've been very useful and very helpful. You've recovered the sword, and I would be very appreciative if you would be so kind as to hand it over to me.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
I was
Would you
afraid
care
you
to
might
explain
say that.
why you want it?
Oh, well, it's a powerful tool of sorcery,
Mm-hmm.
and my superiors do not want it falling into mortal hands. It is part of a larger plot that I think would be very unfortunate for my superiors.
Yes, but do your superiors involve you working with Mazoku?
Yes.
So that kind
Well,
of
you
Villain and traitor!
creates some problems.
I don't think any of us are proficient with bastard swords.
Nope. But I got a sheath on my back, and I'm just carrying it around.
Jaxie, give me the sword.
now.
No.
I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement that would not lead to unnecessary violence and pain on your for unnecessary violence and pain.
Come on,
Oh, you're gonna
Hesperia.
turn around and leave so that we can go and do what we need to do?
Oh,
on,
believe me,
Fury.
my preference would be lots of violence and pain. The screaming terror issuing from your bodies. But there's certain levels of expediency that need to be followed,
Mhm.
and you all have proved to be very useful and very competent. And I would rather not. And I would rather not have to destroy individuals such as you at this time.
Well, that's very reassuring to hear.
You looked so good in the hot spring.
Thank you.
So this
Fortunately, now we're gonna have to punch you and ruin that pretty face. Turn on the gauntlets.
So this is why you were so uncomfortable when we were at the church.
Yeah.
What, you couldn't tell?
Wait, what? You knew?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
But you knew she was a demonic
We still needed her to
That's
get
an
across the
important
desert.
detail.
You could have told us.
We
I'm
still
gonna
need to
have
get
to-
across the desert. What does it matter?
It's like that stupid crown all over again.
I still have that.
Why
I-
does
I-
it still have that?
we can talk about that later, but we could deal with that later. But for now, I think we need to deal with this person here
Right,
and her
Jaxie.
entourage.
Hand me the sword, please, Jaxie,
Why?
so
You're not
I
gonna
can
give it
channel
to her,
spells
are you?
through it.
Oh.
Duh.
Guys, I don't want to, be the one to bring bad news, but we barely beat just the big one while we had Hesperia's help.
No, we can take him. We
Ja-
can totally take him.
Ingram?
That's actually a
We
We have
question,
suspects
Mecca.
on our side.
That's a question, Mecca. Is this that one from before? Or is that a different
It looks remarkably. It looks almost identical, as far as you
Uh,
can tell. It is.
Jack,
one? It's like the
Jaxie,
same type.
Only had to
Jackson-
hit him like 3 times. We can take him.
Jaxie thinks for a moment and contemplates, G-Battles of how much of a bad idea is it to have this happen, and then just says, "Okay, fine." I was like, "Okay, Ingram, you can use it, but we'll decide what to do with it afterwards. All right?"
Yes, crown, blah, 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 blah.
Yes. Go ahead, take it.
Hang on.
I take the sword, and I will draw it.
Yes, Nick.
I'm going to put a hand over Ingram's wrist,
Eh?
and I'm just going to shake my head.
Um,
It's not going to work.
And why not?
Well, you were kind of unconscious for the majority of the time we were fighting the big one, right? Yeah.
Your point being?
I'm pretty sure that if we do anything aside from cooperate right now, it's going to basically teleport over here and smash you like a pancake.
While Leonard is saying this, I'm going to be incanting a spell.
Doop 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 doop.
All right.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't trust these folks enough to keep us alive for long enough for us to do anything afterwards.
Oh no, they're totally going to kill us after we give him the sword.
I'm
That's
with
what
him.
villains do.
For once, I'm with Zarkov on this one.
I'm not-
I appreciate your rationale, Leonard, but I'm
And
afraid of-
Jack will also chime in. I'm not saying that escape isn't an option. I'm just saying not yet.
I'm going to say, hang on a sec. I'm going to move forward. And I'm going to actually I'm actually going to put my chain down here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to keep on walking forward.
Okay.
I want my money back.
She blinks a couple of times, smirks and says, "That actually seems reasonable," and hands you a bag.
Okay, thanks. I'm going to just stare at her for a second.
She smiles.
I didn't think you would actually give it to me.
It was a reasonable request.
Pick up my chain.
I just need to look something up here. Hold on a second. Okay, that's what I was missing.
By the way, what did you do to the camel?
He's outside.
Hey, camel, this lady was talking shit about you. And can I roll a bluff check on that?
If you want to.
The camel is not going to be our ally in our greatest time of darkness, I'm sorry to say.
Or is it?
Oh my god!
Turns up the camel's anti-aqua in disguise.
That'd be amazing.
Why did
I'm
you
rolling
have
initiative here.
to there?
Hmm?
Why did you have to roll a 20 there?
So are we doing initiative now?
You should roll initiative, but if there's stuff you want to deal with that's not that, before just in case combat does start.
Ah, I'm going last.
Initiative, come on, something better than like. That's better than
That's pretty good.
that's better than something.
Okay, since I'm quite obviously going to be going last, can I declare this as kind of a special thing? Since this is like
I'm not in the
actual-
initiative list here.
You're not in the initiative list for some reason. Let me add you.
Well, you copied over.
Oh, sorry, you copied
oh.
your token. Yeah,
That explains it.
there, you're on it now.
But yeah, the idea I'm thinking here is, like, if they can cover me for around maybe 2, then I can just hit them with a magnified spell, since artifact sword.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, we can cover you.
All right. I will say that I'm going to be basically incanting something of a modified version of. Oh damn it! What's it called? Elemechia Lance.
All right. So you're going to try to channel it through the sword and go for an improved version of it in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, I've been kind of setting the groundwork for it while Leonard has been a distraction up there. But
That's fine. I'm willing to allow that.
I'm gonna also enable my my amulet while that's happening too. So my talisman.
All right. Word.
yes.
What sort of I will definitely grant you the ability to add some sort of benefit to it. What type of benefit do you want?
Multi-target. Because
Multi-target.
Elemechia Lance is typically a single hit attack.
Right. So you want to do and how many lances do you? Okay. So you want to be able to shoot multiple lances out effectively.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. 4 of them.
Yes.
All right. Give me a use magic device roll.
Okay. Let me double check what that is. UMD. Where are you? UMD.
I would hero point that.
I don't have one.
Yeah, we only have one in this game. Is that right?
Yes. All right. Word. That's fine. You do notice while you do you try to activate the sword. The sword does start glowing. It starts glowing bright red.
Okay.
You can try channeling the spell into it now if you'd like.
All right.
So give me just so you do the full incantation and such. You guys are basically sort of the Leonard and Zarkov are basically sort of doing all this. Okay, so all right, so here's what's going to happen. Jaxie actually has a higher initiative bonus than the big Mazuku.
Yay.
Oh, I want to fight the big Monzaku. He's mine.
I don't think Jaxie's going to object.
All right, so we're going to start combat here. Word, you've been casting for a while. I'll have you make your roll in a bit.
All right.
On your action, basically, which is
Yeah.
the end of the round. So, Jaxie,
Yeah.
you're up first.
Because I've got all the dice rolls. Why did I have to roll a 20 on the fucking camel?
I'll have
I hate you, camel.
the camel continues to troll the party.
I'm gonna die because that fucking camel. It's not even here.
All right, Jaxie, you're up first.
Skitch. Or did my Skype explode?
No? I think
Oh,
Skitch
your
may have
Skitch
stepped
has-
away. Or is muted or something. I don't know.
Okay.
All the times to roll a freaking 1.
Yeah, well.
It happens.
Yep. Oh, I've got things. I've got notions.
Well, I'll bet you do.
Oh, I do. I'm guessing Skitch stepped away.
Hmm.
So until Skitch steps back, we'll take a little short break here.
That's fine, because it's hot here. Ugh.
I'm actually going to go bio. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, no problem. We are taking a very short break. uh, yes, Bilby. It's not that you didn't think that a role-playing game could include a cooking competition, a hockey game, a wisdom puzzle, and a battle with demons. You just didn't expect them all to occur in one session. Welcome to Slayers.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment.
That's not a problem.
Let's
You're
see
up first,
here.
Skitch.
I'm up first.
You are.
Oh, well, that means one and one thing only.
Yep.
Time for,
Ingram is currently trying to channel Elamakia Lance through the sword.
time for dashing, everyone.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah. All right. That's all I do.
All right.
It's a drain 5, but I'll deal with that. I'm so glad I used that hero point earlier in the cooking competition. Winning by 2.
Yeah.
Was quite important. Turn of the Mazaku.
Yep. All right. He'll dimensional step right next to Leonard.
Oh, hello.
Vroomf, vroomf. Because Mazu can teleport, because that's fair.
This is not going to end well.
And he will attempt to just crush you.
Well, seeing as how he has a plus 21 to hit,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Take
Who's
20,
getting
Leonard.
crushed?
Leonard.
Oh.
A giant clawed hand slams down onto Leonard. Demon 1 is up. It will firebolt at Zarkov.
That's a crit.
Oh no.
Alright, we'll confirm the crit. Nope.
Not a
It takes 7 fire damage.
Okay, that's fine.
Foosh. Leonard.
Ow. I'm gonna go back here.
Yeah, so the Monster sort of teleports in, slams you, and says, "I would advise that you listen more carefully to Hesperia Sama's requests. You might live to see tomorrow that way."
I was the one who was willing to do it. Why'd you attack me first? Fuck you.
That is true. That's really not nice of you,
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
I'm back.
2 hits.
All right.
Mr. Mazaku.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh, right. He's on Mazuku.
Yep. And your weapon is not Ghost Touch, correct, Nick?
I would assume that, no.
All right. So on 11 plus, it does not. I rolled for each one. It doesn't. On 11 plus, it doesn't affect them.
Okay.
No, that affects him.
Okay.
So the first one affects him.
All right. 4 damage and 1 con unless he's immune to that. You're being quiet. I don't like that. Demon 2's turn.
1, 2. I just gotta keep track of hit points for the bad guys. Demon 2 will launch a firebolt at Jaxie.
Will he now?
That's a hit.
No, it's not.
Piece of dash.
Yay, Dash.
That's the second time where Dash has saved me by 1.
Yeah.
Just in this session alone, if we count other things, Dash has been a major bacon saver.
Dash is my favorite spell in this game.
Oh, it's an amazing spell.
It's like
all
if
right.
Doom were amazing.
All right. Now, I normally would... Speria could use her normal bow attack thing, which is her basically just using a minor version of her Mazuku power attack.
Of course.
But she wants to make a point.
So she's just going to stand there.
And
It'll be an
she's
interesting point.
going to... Basically, she readies her bow, pulls back, and you see, that sort of purpley blue energy bolt?
Yes.
It's like that, but much larger and more intense in color and brightness.
Goody.
And she releases the arrow, except it's not really an arrow as much as a beam of energy comes arcing out of the bow at Zarkov.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to roll the damage for it, and you give me a reflex save for half damage.
All right.
You're not going to like this, Eric. I'm just
I'm
warning
not.
you. All right, here's the damage.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ! Huh.
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Hero point?
Yeah, I guess I'll hero point the reflex save.
Okay, go for
Yeah.
it.
Aha!
That's 22.
22. I don't think that's enough. And Zarkov was hit by the firebolt earlier.
Yeah,
if you remember.
I've got 77, so left at the moment.
Yeah, that fails, Eric. Sorry.
Thud.
Zarkov is unconscious.
Well,
That's not good.
it does help with negotiations.
And she says, "Now, if you want to save your friend's life there, I would recommend turning over the sword."
Knew this was a bad idea. Boo's in the fucking goddamn turn order.
And that's her turn. Engram,
I kind of figured.
Zarkov, you're unconscious.
Yeah. No, wait.
He regenerates. Zero.
Down yet.
He's got 1 health.
Technically, you're no longer. Yep.
That's a pretty badass thing, actually.
Yeah. That's actually pretty remarkable. You're like, not down yet.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. You are badly scorched and doing the whole anime coughing up blood thing.
Ingram.
Yeah, no pressure. If I hadn't fucking botched the UMD check, I would attack, but I freaking screwed it up. So I'm not
Well,
going
you
to get any.
Technically, your character doesn't know that you screwed it up.
You don't know that you screwed up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you did it and the sword started glowing.
Yeah.
You don't know that it's a potentially bad glow.
Ingram self-combusts. Ay.
Actually, Word,
Hmm.
give me a lore master check right now before you actually do anything.
26.
Okay. 2 points. One, the sword is known to be tied to sorcery.
Right.
What type of spell are you trying to cast into it?
Oh.
Oh, hell. I should have been paying attention to that. I knew I should have gone with the other spell. Shit. Me and trying to not hurt the party keeps getting me hurt. Yeah, Ingram's going to kind of realize this at the last minute and go, wait.
Now, I'll say this, Word. You are fairly certain that it'll still work. That what you're trying to do will actually happen. You're just not sure whether there'll be any side effects or anything like that.
Any objections, Jaxie?
What?
Any objections?
Jaxie is more worried about this and is not paying attention to you.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah. I'm saying, Jaxie is not paying attention to Ingram in any capacity at this moment. So, but on his turn, he's going to do something very simple. But
Mecca, I'm going to send you something private.
Okay. This should be interesting.
Type.
Oh boy.
Type.
All right.
This is intriguing.
Tack, tip, tack, type.
Uh,
This is interesting.
Wraithwall. No, I'm not using crit failures.
Otherwise, we would know that something terrible was going to happen.
she's going to put the crown on the sword.
That would be different. I'm not sure how I would handle that.
Well,
Now I shall use you as my will to. Wait a minute.
that seems like a Tomb of Horrors tactic there. put the crown of the sword and touch it with the wand, and I'll make the sword disappear.
Yeah, that's very Gygaxian. All right, Word, you want to do it? You can do it.
Yep. Let me just. Okay. Right there.
All right, that's fine. That'll catch all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. So, all right. So, what's happening for people who want to know is that the Elamakia Lance incantation was actually a bluff to cover up casting a sorcery spell instead.
Ah.
Unfortunately, that means that Ingram does not get the incantation bonus on the spell because duh.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much guaranteedly going to be taking double drain on this.
Right. That's point one. Point the second, as this is just something for people who don't know much about Slayers. Black sorcery, which is the type of spell she's casting, comes basically from the Mazuku, so it's less effective against Mazuku than it would normally
Basically, if you throw a spell that's lower on the totem pole than the thing you're shooting at, it's not going to accomplish.
It's going to if it is lower on the totem pole than they are, it's going to do jack and squat.
Mm-hmm. Seeing as how they really, really want it, though, I imagine it's not. So.
But even against some lower level ones, it is often less effective unless it's particularly over their heads. So, like throwing the Dragon Slave at basically anyone below one of Shabernito's lieutenants will work. But Dragon Slave is not that effective. Is less effective against someone like Gov and so on.
Mm-hmm. Granted, a double Dragon Slave would have killed Fabrizio.
Yeah, but that's a double Dragon Slave.
Yes. Oh, that actually reminds me.
So, cast your spell.
Yeah, this.
Oh boy, more typing.
Yeah, it's simple enough.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah. All right.
No,
Here
that
we
was
go.
my assumption. Going for the
Ultra hard. And of course, I fucking throw that terribly. Control check. You have to be fucking kidding me. Now of all times, I can't roll anything at all.
All right. Well, at least the drain isn't that bad.
Yeah, but I don't control the spell.
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah, I have a feeling Engram just explodes.
Sort of. The spell does go off. Despite it normally wouldn't. The sword glows even brighter red, and a gigantic bolt of reddish-black electricity comes arcing out and detonates. And there's a blinding explosion.
Is that what you were aiming for?
That's the spot she was aiming for, yes.
Yes.
Normally, the area effect would only encompass those four, basically.
Uh-huh.
Oh, lovely.
Here's what happens. Leonard, Zarkov, Jaxi, Engram.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that the explosion from the big explosion encompasses you guys, but there is sort of a big backblast and such happening in the area. You were all reduced to 1 hit point.
So I take no
So
damage.
Zarkov's okay.
Zarkov, you're unconscious.
Oh, again?
Yep.
No,
You vaporize the demons.
Well, that's good.
The Mazuku is blasted off to the side and crashes into the spinning wheels. spinning prayer wheel thingies, shattering them, and it's slumped there, sort of dazed. Engram, you're sort of teetering there, sort of like, and yeah. By the way, Engram, you feel completely drained in various ways.
You don't say.
Yeah, it feels like the magic was literally sucked from your body.
Oh.
Does that mean?
No spellcasting for a while, but it'll
Well,
come back eventually.
Does her hair turn all white and such?
Yes. And as the smoke clears, you see Hesperia completely and utterly unharmed.
Now,
Still not down! Sit back up.
And she just walks forward.
I'm going to use the.
I attack her.
She catches your chain and tosses it to the side.
I'm going to be using the sword to hold myself up.
She basically looks over at Leonard and says, "Don't bother."
When Jaxie has the first chance, what he was going to do was basically run and essentially try to shield Zarkov's body with his own.
She stops, looks down, and says, "As long as he doesn't do anything, I don't care."
Oh no,
So
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna fall back over. I'm gonna not keep my balance.
She walks up to Engram, kneels down in front of her, looks at her, and says, "Look, I appreciate what you tried to do there. That was actually remarkably well. I'm torn between brave and stupid. I'm not sure which. Maybe a little of both."
Both.
Yeah, I can accept both.
Where are you taking the sword?
Out of character, I don't fucking remember. I don't know why we were here for the sword anyway.
You were sent. The librarian asked you to get it and bring it back to the
Yeah.
library so it could be stored there safely.
Wasn't that for the Book of Days?
It's part of it.
It's
Part of it.
Days. The Book of
All the
Days.
relics
If I remember
and shit.
correctly, the Book of Days is actually split amongst a variety of different artifacts.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. I mean, Jaxie could answer if you want, but Jaxie says,
Jax, if you're willing to pipe in, you're welcome to.
"Well, it's like Jaxie sort of says, we were going to take it somewhere where it wasn't going to be used by anyone.
Where?
Why should we tell you if you don't tell us who you're working for?"
Think we know who she's working for.
It appears.
Currently I'm working for Lord Beastmaster.
Oh.
Thoughts.
One of the Shabbernator, the great, big, powerful Uber.
The big Uber.
Yeah, the big Uber. One of his 5 lieutenants.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's always Lord Beastmaster.
Lord Beastmaster's kind of awesome.
Yes. She kind of is. Yeah, that little puppet show out from the desert. That kind of gave you away.
Yeah, well. But where are you taking the sword?
It belongs in a museum.
She actually laughs at that.
Or it's like, I'm trying to think of a way to answer her question without telling the specific location.
You have no actual intent of using this, do you?
Not particularly.
There are very few places in this world where it could be considered in this world that could be considered safe.
Well, out here certainly ain't one of them.
No, that's one of the reasons I was.
Stab her!
With my 12 strength.
The troll has a lot of chutzpah, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's why we keep him around.
I'm either going to take the sword, or you're going to have to tell me where you're taking it, where you're planning on taking it.
How does that make a difference?
Well, if it's somewhere I approve of, I'll let you. I will simply leave.
You would approve of us making sure that that your master doesn't get it.
We don't want it in the hands of mortals. Period.
Actually, I think that does that does that qualify then?
Well,
Well, we
sounds about
neither.
right.
Well, to be honest, neither do we want to have it wielded by mortals, but technically, we don't want to have it wielded by anyone. But
But the place we're taking it to, does that work then?
it should.
I would not qualify the librarian as mortal.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say that in character.
I know.
It's like
I rolled a 1. Never mind.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding
I rolled a 1 though.
There's the 23.
You actually okay. You think that the eldritch being of deceit, treachery, pain, and horror is telling the truth?
In this regard,
Yes. In this instance.
So maybe we're not right anyway.
I guess
She could be very good at bluffing.
she could be too. That
She
could be the
probably
case.
is.
That she, yeah.
Let me
It's
look
like-
at the stats on this. Yep, they're pretty good at bluffing.
House.
But yes, you believe she's telling the truth.
Seeing as how far we've managed to step into it, I'll leave it up to you guys what we're gonna do in this case.
Trying to think if there's anything else I know about the librarian as to whether revealing. My gut feeling was to say we're taking it to a library where it will to have to be.
I kind of sort of wasn't lying when I threw the museum line.
No, you weren't. That's the best part.
It's like, we're. I guess
I kind of
wait.
I kind of want to retroactively say that after I throw the museum line, Ingram passes out.
If you want to, that's fine.
It's like we're taking it to have it be archived away so no one can get their hands on it.
I appreciate that, but I'm not certain that where you're taking it to is somewhere I would consider to be safe.
Well, it's well guarded. It's no one seems to know where it is unless they have magic to detect where it is. We had to fight off a bunch of people to ensure that we actually had directions to this place, and the main overseer of this location specifically wanted this to be stowed away, that no one could use it.
Okay.
Obviously, you wouldn't. Jackson sort of kind of plays the following line. You wouldn't tell us where you're specifically taking this to have it be protected from mortals, correct?
Taking it back to Lord Beastmaster.
That is pretty specific, actually.
Well, I don't. Oh, does Jackson know where Lord Beastmaster
Probably
resides?
not. Probably not. Actually, Jackson. Yeah, probably on the astral plane.
And so, trying to think of a way to argue through this, but Jaxie makes Jaxie's. Stop beating around the bush. It's like we're not beating around the bush.
They're playing this in character. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Furthermore, Jaxie doesn't want to reveal anything because his suspicion is if he tells where it is, they'll just nuke the library, kill the librarian, and take it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's his read of it. So he can't,
That's a perfectly valid thought.
I mean, it's
again,
I mean,
demon.
yeah.
Demon. This is a Mazuku. You can't.
Can't trust him further than you can throw him. Speaking of which,
like Jaxie's just sort of his ears flatten and he says, "You realize if I told you specifically where we took this, there would be almost nothing stopping you from just retrieving it after the matter, possibly harming other people in the process, and then taking it over to Lieutenant Beastmaster. So, under what good basis should I tell you this specifically if our intent is very similar, where we don't want this being used, at the very least by mortals, if not by anyone?
She walks back over to Jaxie, looks down, looks into his eyes.
Sucker punch.
No,
Do you throw a punch at her? Do you throw a punch
no,
at her?
no,
Oh, yeah.
Jaxie's. What?
All
Why?
Okay, Eric, throw the punch.
Yeah.
Jaxie's just trying to.
She catches your hand, your fist in one hand, and starts squeezing. Your hand starts creaking and cracking. Your hand hurts.
Jaxie's just trying to pull.
I've got
tries to
two
pull-
fists.
Jaxie tries to pull Zarkov's hand back away.
Boom.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Damn it, Eric.
Eric.
All right, roll
Eric.
damage.
Darkov, you're
Eric.
gonna die.
Oh, yeah, I think you need to confirm the crit, but I was.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well-
Confirm the crit.
Oh, right.
Invalid expression
He
damage.
hit her so hard it broke the
Yeah, that's a
mattress.
crit. Roll damage
Oh.
and double it.
26.
26.
I would point out I've also got Ghost Touch. So
I know you do full damage.
Yep.
She staggers back a bit, looks at Zarkov.
That was
Her eyes flash red.
I'm so gonna die.
Jaxie stays in front of Zarkov, shielding his body still.
Winter just goes, "We're so dead. We are so dead. We're so gonna die."
Get the camel.
Camel ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, I'm gonna die. It's gonna be.
See, the problem is I don't want to just kill Zarkov in this situation.
I
But
know
it is the correct
that's exactly
response.
What to do.
But it is what she should do at this point.
But like Jaxie's going to like be in like
Actually, at this point,
she's well. I guess the way that
Yes.
the camel comes in and slams into her. And as she falls over, as her beam of death goes arcing up through the ceiling and blows a hole in it.
Jaxie starts pulling on Zarkov's arm, like
Yep.
Fair
time
enough.
to run!
A rock falls and slams into Zarkov's head, knocking him unconscious.
Jaxie's still trying to pull Zarkov,
Winter picks
Rock
up the
slams Zarkov in the head. He just goes.
and then Jaxie looks over to the camel with like pleading eyes,
The camel bends down so you can have Zarkov onto his back.
and Jaxie tries with all his might.
Let's
to
go
do so.
before Dash fades off.
All right,
Pick up
and
Nick
you
from
guys go
running.
scampering off into the distance.
As soon as Zarkov recovers and wakes up, like Jaxie's gonna be like basically clinging to him in tears, begging him to never do that again.
Are you kidding? That was awesome.
So you should
and even and Jax even punches Zarkov in the chest. It's like don't like I can't lose you, Zarkov. Don't do anything that would risk me losing you again.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. It's not gonna happen.
less
My hand
talking, more running.
Both my hands hurt.
Yeah, Eric, your hand. You think your right hand is broken at the moment.
You know, it's those tears are sort of a mixture of like, you know, desperation and happiness.
Yep. And that is where we're going to wrap up this session, I think.
Abu, you are the greatest camel ever.
Really is. Oh, that was great.
Thank you to everybody for watching this session. I hope everybody had a good time. Back next week with Star City. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a great night.
Bye.
The most
Hey, we're done
dignified
recording.
possible ending to a Slayer session.
I had to make Jaxie play up the loyal tag there.